Hi everybody, Gay Lewis here. It's been a while since I've visited with you, and there's been a good reason for that. I wanted to tell you about our little daughter. You see her picture up here, Shelley? She went to heaven, and I miss her. And I've neglected to tell you because it's sad. It's not a little bit, it's a lot sad. And so she went to heaven on October the 26th. She'd been suffering with early onset dementia for 10 years, and her dad and I were her uh, caregivers. We oversaw her care. She'd been in memory care, and she grew weaker, and on that last day of her little life, Saturday, October 26th, I'd been there earlier, and I told her it was okay to go, and how I was able to do all that, it was only the grace of God, because it was hard, but I did it, and I did it without, well, I might have had tears in my eyes and maybe my voice a little bit, but I told her I loved her and we'd see her soon, that we were going to all be in heaven together. And she was weak, and of course, on her way out, but she blinked her eyes at me. And I know she understood me, and I know she heard me, and I know she knew who I was. Her name is Shelley, and I called her my little sunshine, which is why I have this up here. You make me happy when skies are gray. I used to sing that to her all the time. And over here I have a little box that says sunshine. I don't know if you can see it very well right there or not. Let me get it down for you. Hello, sunshine. And it's got some pictures in there and some mementos and lots of little things. This is a picture over here that I don't really like this picture that much, but the frame Shelley gave to me, it says a mother's love is forever, and that's for sure. All you mothers know that, don't you? Well, she and I were at one of her doctor's offices when we took a selfie and made this one, and it was a fun day. We laughed at everything. So I'm not that fond of the picture, but I'm fond of the memory that was there on that particular day. This is a book I made for the funeral, and it comes from my blog. I have a blog I'll always remember, dealing with a daughter's dementia from a mom's perspective. And so I put the book together with a lot of my blog posts to for people who might want to pick up and have things, to look at. And we put a lot of memory things there at the funeral, a lot of things that Shelley loved, and her picture. She was a real pretty little thing. Let me get that for you. You need to see that. She was tiny. She was always only like 5 feet tall, and she weighed about, well, when she was heavy, she weighed 100 pounds. By the time she left this earth, she weighed, maybe 70. Dementia is a cruel disease. Many of you know that from having loved ones with it, or cancer too. It robs the body. But Alzheimer's, dementia, it robs the mind and the body. It takes away everything. And I hope one day they find a cure for it. So, these are sad days for us. but we know where she is. I always knew where she was going, you just didn't know when. Well, that was October the 26th. Day for me to remember, right? My friend Nancy, that lives in Irving, she's been my friend forever, since we were 6 years old. And when we were going to Austin to make all these arrangements and do all these things, because Shelley was, her last real residence was in Austin, so she's buried next to her husband in Austin. Anyway, my friend Nancy, as we were driving to Austin, she sent me links to some of the YouTube posts I've made, like for on a bad day, or when I was quoting from Psalms about how God is close to the brokenhearted. And she said, Gay, let your own words speak to you. I never thought they would. Isn't that weird? But they did. And so as I look back on some of those YouTubes that I made for you guys, they spoke to me too. God works in mysterious ways. That's what I've always heard. And I found out that he did, and he does. I'm going to miss her, but I know where she is. She's always going to be in my heart. We've lost a lot of friends lately, and some of them with Alzheimer's. Hope they find a cure for that. We had Shelley's funeral on a Monday, and then the following Saturday, my husband officiated at a service for a friend who had died from Alzheimer's, and I played the organ. That was only, 6 days since we had done that same thing for our daughter. How do we get through those things? Only by the grace of God, really, truly, folks. Only by the grace of God do we do that. Well, I wanted to tell you about our little Shelley. I wanted to tell you why I haven't been around. But I'm getting back into whatever is normal. Kind of changes from day to day, doesn't it? I love you guys, and I thank you for your support, your words of condolence. We shall all get through this together, because we all have those dark days, dark times, hard times. Sometimes when we don't know what else to do but cry or pray. We're gonna get through it, and we're going to come out better for it. I know we are. Talk to you later. Bye.